Hello, good day to you. Welcome back to another edition of our positive word. Happy Sunday. I trust that you're okay. We are going straight into our positive word. The topic today is sudden change. In all my years alive, I'm yet to encounter anybody who readily welcomes change, especially one that was unplanned. This is life. We would love to plan for everything that comes, but often change, which we are not prepared for, becomes necessary. In the book of Mark, we see the account of Jesus Christ and his disciples from the start, where everything was calm. There was a large crowd. Jesus had to go on the bank of the river. It must have been really calm, and he was on the boat, and from there he preached and shared parables. And when we get to verse 35, I believe, the story changed, because after Jesus had been with them, he said to them, "Let us go to the other side." And they got on the boat, of course, and that was where the sudden change began to unfold. They got on the boat, and Jesus went to sleep, of course, after a hard day's work. Among the disciples, you will agree with me that some of them were fishermen, like we know, and they were familiar with the terrain, the sea, the river. That's their workplace. They knew the direction which they needed to go to. But there was a terrible storm. Once the tempest began, the waves rose menacingly as it threatened their peace and smooth sail to the other side, which Jesus had told them to go. They began to fret. They began to lose their composure. Sometimes in life, we need to pause because we consider the sharp change in the weather conditions in the direction we're going. Remember, if there was turbulence in the sea when Jesus was but at the beginning of Mark, that book of Mark, I don't think Jesus would feel comfortable going on a boat that would be rocked around by the turbulent waters. But suddenly everything changed. The sea, the angry sea, brought chaos, anarchy, disorder, and this tended to be beyond the understanding of those young men, the disciples. But thank God that in the midst of all the turbulence, they remembered who was with them on that boat. They got a tiny glimpse into the awesomeness of Yahweh who was with them. Those men discovered that's the only person who could calm the storm was present, God in the flesh. He made the difference. He calmed the ocean. What are the changes you're going through? How prepared were you for them? Are you excited about them, or you're apprehensive, very unsure of how to react, plus what the future holds given the changes that are there? It is essential sometimes for us to stop, literally stop, to remind ourselves that God is with us. He is Emmanuel, the omnipresent. There are many sudden changes in this story with the disciples, lots of sudden changes, because Jesus was preaching one moment on land, suddenly he had to go stand on the boat. Eventually, after the preaching, he was like, let's go to the other side. That was a change the disciples probably were not prepared to attend to. And they got on the boat and they went. And then the weather condition suddenly changed as well. And suddenly they realized that God was present with them. Wow. I'd love to have that physical presence, but thank God he is in me. He is with me. I carry him in my heart now. Whatever your situation, dearly beloved, Just have it in your heart that Jesus Christ is right there, present with you. Yes, changes will come. Most of them will be unpleasant. We will be unprepared. They will take us unawares. But just remember, remind yourself, help yourself to remember always that Jesus is there. All we need to do is call, reach out, because sudden change is part of life. I just pray and hope that whatever sudden change that comes to us will not be something that would come to destroy us. It may rock our faith, it may shake us, but may God not let them destroy us. May this sudden change not become the thing that would lead us away from God, but rather let it continue to bring us absolute, unshakable faith, solid belief, and holding tenaciously to God. Rekindle our hope and help us to continue to hold on to God. So I thank you for joining me today. However your Sunday is going, I hope that whatever change that comes, that you will be able to remember to turn to God because He is with you at all times. So do not dare to do it yourself. Call on Jesus. He is there. All He wants is for you to reach out to Him. God bless you. Have a blessed day and a very productive week as you go into the week. Goodbye for now.